have the current stock market update for Tesla Incorporated, stock ticker TSLA. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the daily price chart. We're kind of zooming out a bit here so that we can get a sense of where this stock is actually heading at the moment. As we can see, there is a very major upward price movement that is occurring here, complete with a price gap as well. So the top of this price gap came in right around 255 or so, and then this extends to roughly 276. So this is very substantial. I mean, it's over $20 in distance here, price distance. So there is risk here that this could start to be filled in the event that we do start to see some rollover here from these upper levels. Now, there's not a huge amount of news or anything like that that's directly related to this price jump here, other than the fact that Donald Trump won the presidential election. Obviously, Elon Musk was endorsing Donald Trump. He was working very hard to get Trump elected in places like Pennsylvania. And, all of that work, paid off. Donald Trump is elected, and it does look as though Elon could have a role in the government. This phrase "Department of Government Efficiency" is getting thrown around a lot. That has a very interesting acronym, DOGE. Anybody that's familiar with Elon and cryptocurrency probably gets the joke, I guess. But other than that, there's really not much news that is really supporting share prices at the moment. So what we're looking at here from a technical perspective is this prior price movement that sort of failed at $300 per share. So that would be this price high from back here. This share price high came in during the July 19 trading session, and it was just below $300 per share. So currently, we're sort of moving right back into that area at the moment. This new price high did come in right at $299.75. So let's just write that in here. So, this is a significant price level, and there's not a huge amount of pullback here. So, I am getting some questions about, whether or not this is a buy at the moment. I mean, like we have to get back to the basics here because it is buy low and sell high. So I personally do not like to buy at these types of highs, and I certainly do not like to buy right into major resistance levels. Now, this could break here relatively soon, and it looks like it probably will. I mean, it might even happen as I do the video here. Because we're very close to trading at that level. But just as a general rule, I don't really like to buy into a resistance zone. So for me personally, what I would prefer to see would be for share prices to either sort of fail at this level and then fall back to a region of reliable support, and then you can buy at that level, and then play for a retest of those resistance movements and probably a breakthrough there. I mean, I do think that we're probably going to break through here, but we're just talking about mostly general trading rules here. I personally do not buy into resistance levels. I think that's a recipe for disaster in most cases. It might not be the case here, but most of the time you're probably going to see some difficulties with your trading if you do buy into resistance zones. So at the moment, we haven't exactly broken through these prior areas. If that were to occur, we can just sort of draw this out here a bit. So, for example, I mean, let's say that we do break above this $300 area. Personally, what I would be looking for here would be, would be some follow through here because there are a lot of people that short this stock, buy put options on this stock and things like that. There are a lot of people betting against this company for whatever reason, and there are many different reasons I suppose people could point to. But if we do start to see share prices break through here. The presumption then would be that there are some stop losses that are going to be parked around here, and from the people that are shorting this stock, and then that could lead to some fairly significant follow through to the top side. I mean, I wouldn't really expect this to just be a small price movement if we do see 300 break, and it does look like it's imminent here. It might even happen as I do this video. So. But preferably, my personal preference would be for share prices to sort of break above here. You start to see a movement higher, and then you get a little bit of a retracement back into this support zone. And then this is where you start to buy. This might not actually play out here. I mean, there does look like, there could be a strong possibility here that we see a break through 300 and then some significant follow through. And then if you're waiting for share prices to sort of, move back, fall back into this prior resistance zone, which would now be expected to work as support, you might miss the trade completely. So, that is sort of the risk that, you run in both directions. There are some different factors, and some people do like to play, breakout trading strategies like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can make money with that. It just tends to be a very volatile way of trading. You do often need to have some fairly tight stop losses because, once you do start to break through these major resistance levels, things can reverse quite quickly, or they can also, move in the direction that you want them to move into. It's a little bit of an unknown, and I do think that there's enough underlying optimism here from the Trump victory and the fact that Elon is going to have some sort of a role here. I mean, he's not just going to disappear from the Trump administration. We don't exactly know what he's going to do yet. I think they're still sort of fleshing all of that out. Who's going to get what role? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is probably going to get a role. Tulsi Gabbard is probably going to get a role. Vivek Ramaswamy should get a role. It's not exactly clear what role everybody is going to play exactly just yet, but that will be news relatively soon. And if something is announced here for Elon, within the government, I mean, I think you can definitely expect this stock to rocket significantly. This would probably be a very, very significant price move higher. The trick at this point is just finding the exact entry point to buy into, because you're going to be buying it at higher levels at this point. And it's very difficult for me to recommend buying in at 297. We're at 298 right now. So, there's a major resistance level right at 300. So I can't, in good conscience, as a general rule, recommend buying into this area. I do think this breaks, and I do think that we probably see a fairly forceful move to the top side, and then if there's some sort of government job that's announced for him, I think that this moves even more significantly higher. But the trick at this point is finding a good entry point, because we're already trading at somewhat elevated levels. So any sort of pullback here is probably a buying opportunity for this stock. Here's the current market update for Tesla Incorporated, stock ticker TSLA. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.